Good morning and welcome back to A Sound Mind. This morning we're going to continue our talk about Napoleon Hill's 17 principles. And in developing a sound mind, there's principles. There needs to be consistency and discipline. And the last video we talked about definitiveness of purpose to be a part of a mastermind alliance, applied faith, going the extra mile, and having a pleasing personality. The next 5 out of the 17 there's a couple here that sound repetitive, but instead of being repetitive, they're really just the next step, the next level of what the previous one was. That sounds like it's the same. So let's dive right in here this morning, and let's look at number 6, to have personal initiative. I like to look at this as ambition. In other words, we need to have something within us. We need to birth it, we need to grow it, we need to create it, whatever we've got to do, but we need to have personal initiative to act, to do. You can't do anything in life unless you do it. Nothing gets done unless you do it. So personal initiative, your own personal desire to get something done, needs to be grown within you. Number 7, to have a positive mental attitude. See, people that are constantly negative draw the negative out of the world to themselves, and they wonder why everything is bad all the time. It's because they're thinking and talking about it being bad all the time. We need to learn to switch our thinking and have a positive mental attitude. Number 8 is enthusiasm. Now, this word has been sort of downplayed over the years, but back in the 30s, when Napoleon Hill wrote these principles down, this was a very important word. Enthusiasm refers to faith in action, or rather, the faith that your action is going to do something. And so you have an enthusiasm, a burning desire to do things. You have a passion about you because you have faith that your actions are actually going to have a benefit of your life. We need to live our lives believing that what I do, what we do, what you do, has an effect. By just going through the motions and not really believing in ourselves, we're doing ourselves a disservice. We're really hindering our own personal growth and our ability to achieve things in our lives that we know we can achieve. We must have that burning desire and belief that our actions have value. Number 9. This is one of the most important, and it goes in concert with all of the other principles. Self-discipline. We've talked about this many times over the past couple of years. We need self-discipline. We need to be able to control ourselves, to control our minds, to control our thoughts, to control our actions, to control our tongues. Self-control is one of the greatest assets of your life. It will help keep the peace, controlling your tongue. It'll help you stay fit. It'll help you keep your mind sharp. Self-control is of absolute importance. As a matter of fact, the Bible even talks about self-control as one of the fruit of the Spirit of God. Temperance is what it says in the King James Version, but it means self-control. We must have self-control. And finally this morning, number 10, to have accurate thinking. To think the right way. See, Jim Rohn and a few other these other guys had a way of saying it. If you want to have change in your life, you must change the way you think first. If you're constantly down on yourself, if you really are always burdening yourself and saying, well, I'm not really good enough, then you will never be good enough. But if you can change your thinking and turn yourself around and say, you know what, I am good enough. I am valuable. I do have some skill. I do have some knowledge. I do have something to bring to the table. If you change your thinking, if you change the way you look at yourself and the way you look at others, things will change around you. So remember, most of this is done in your mind. We must have control of our minds. We must believe in ourselves. We must have an understanding that there is value in what we do. And then we can truly have a sound mind. God bless you. Have an amazing day and keep working at your mind.